Hello, everyone. I'm Jim Riccitelli, co-CEO of Unison Home Ownership Investors.
And I'm Neil Barron, the Director of Engineering.
Most of what you see here at Finovate applies technology to improve an existing process. Our innovation is much more fundamental. Hold on to your seats, folks. This is a real game changer. We've introduced a new financial product category. It's called a home ownership investment. It's home finance based on partnership. It's not a loan. Unison invests in your home alongside you. No interest or monthly payments. It's long-term. You can use our money for up to 30 years. As partners, we win or lose together by sharing in the change in value of the home upon sale. If your home increases in value, we share in the appreciation. If your home decreases in value, we share in the loss. Now for the really good part. What can you do with a home ownership investment? Unison HomeBuyer provides half the down payment on a home purchase. You get the benefits of a full 20% down payment with only 10% of your cash. This eliminates the need for mortgage insurance, reduces the monthly payment by 15 to 20%, and makes it easier to qualify for a mortgage. It allows you to reserve cash. It can increase purchasing power by as much as 100%. Suddenly, you can buy the home you really want without stretching your budget. Let's imagine we're working with a typical client, Dan and Valerie. They want to buy a home in New Rochelle, New York. Like many Americans, they're burdened with student debt, living in an expensive apartment, and struggling to save for a down payment. They have $100,000 in income, enough to support a good-sized mortgage, but only $75,000 saved for a down payment. The New Rochelle market is expensive, and they're really hoping they can afford to buy there. Luckily, their lender works with Unison. They head off to see their loan officer to get pre-qualified. Neil, please show these fine people what happens next.
Sure. Dan and Valerie or their loan officer go to unison.com and load up our purchasing power calculator. Here they can see all of their financing options side by side. They put in their financial information, and they see that they have three options for how to buy a home. One is an 80% mortgage, where the buyer puts 20% down. In that case, they can only afford a $375,000 home. There's another option, a 90% mortgage with mortgage insurance. In that case, they can afford up to a $624,000 home, but their monthly payment is now $3,800. However, Unison HomeBuyer introduces a third option. By doubling their down payment to $150,000, they can now afford a nearly $740,000 home. And because they're not paying for costly mortgage insurance, their monthly payment is actually less.
Wow, a lower monthly payment and greater purchasing power. I wonder how much of a difference that extra purchasing power is going to make in New Rochelle, New York. Neil, do we have a tool for that?
We sure do. They go back to unison.com and they load up our power map. Here they can see live listings in their area for homes that are currently on sale. When they look at New Rochelle, they see that there are only 8 homes currently for sale that they can afford without Unison HomeBuyer. But with the increased purchasing power that Unison HomeBuyer provides, there are now 32 homes that are available within their budget. That's a lot of open houses, Jim.
Sure is, and that's awesome. So instead of being priced out of buying in New Rochelle, it's time for Dan and Valerie to go home shopping. 2 weeks later, Dan and Valerie have found the perfect home. Before making an offer, they need to make sure that Unison is ready to invest in that property. Neil, I'm guessing we have a tool for that too?
We do. All of our partner realtors and loan officers have access to our Unison Partner Portal. Here, they have access to lots of different tools, but also, with just a few clicks, they can pre-qualify properties from around the country. On our side, this is scouring our database of proprietary analytics on over 100 million properties, and it's all calculated dynamically. Most properties are approved within seconds. This one.
Bingo. Success. Dan and Valerie can get the home they want in the location they want now. That's the power of Unison HomeBuyer. Truly a game changer. Here's another game changer. Home ownership investment is not just for home buyers. It's for anyone that owns a home. We have 2 programs. Unison HomeBuyer helps you buy a home, And Unison Home Owner allows an existing homeowner to access a portion of their home equity without borrowing. Both programs work the same way. Use our money for up to 30 years with no interest, no payments, and we'll share the change in value when you sell.
Hold on, Jim. This all sounds too good to be true. 30 years with no monthly payments?
Well, Neil, here's the magic. We built a platform that connects homeowners to patient capital like pension funds and university endowments. For these inflation-focused investors, residential real estate is a very attractive asset class. Housing closely tracks inflation. It's also a large component of the economy. These investors don't need monthly payments. What they need is exposure. And they've never been able to get that exposure until now. By the way, that's another game changer, folks. For the first time ever, Unison has made residential real estate the world's largest asset class, an investable asset class for institutional investors. And Unison provides a diversified portfolio of exposure because we have a broad reach. As you can see on our live inquiry tracking tool, we've had about 2,400 customer inquiries in the past month in the 13 states where we operate today, which are shaded in gray. And we'll soon be adding 16 more states and even more states to come after that. Homeownership investments solve fundamental challenges for both the homeowner and the investor. What we have done is revolutionary and extraordinarily powerful. It is core financial innovation. Unison may be a great solution for some of you in the audience. Please come to our booth and test drive these tools and a whole lot more. See how Unison can help you. You can also visit us at unison.com. Thanks, Neil, and thank you all very much for watching.